Sunny TV Arsenal, we're live. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Facebook. Hello, Sunny.
Hello, guys in the chat.
That's good, wasn't it? Guys, Mikel Arteta has been told he needs to shift at least 9 players to raise a sufficient amount of money to get a decent budget to go and strengthen the squad. Is it 9 players he needs to replace or 19 players? That's what we're going to be talking about tonight. And we're going to introduce some very special guests. And we've got another first time on today, which you might recognise from the comments. Hello, everyone in the comments, by the way. Guys, get your comments in. And there's one single spot. Anyone wants to jump on and off, let us know and just come in. Pilot Vince, how you doing, mate? You all right? Let's introduce my guests. I'll first introduce my 2 regulars. No, I'll tell you what. Let's introduce the new boys first. Kevin, Mark, how are you?
Yeah, I'm well, mate. I'm well. How are you guys?
Everybody in the comments, it's not my fault that Kevin's got his camera the wrong way around. It's what they do in Malaysia.
It's pretty much screwed up.
It's my pet hate, people having the camera the wrong way around.
Don't be offended, guys.
How's Malaysia treating you, my friend?
Malaysia, well, it's going pretty much well, mate. I think about this coronavirus thing, it's been going downwards a bit because things are getting.
Over there? How's it been?
They are just lockdown is actually getting released slowly, so people are getting back to normality in a way because there are certain businesses and industries are opening effective yesterday, though. So there's like barbers, saloons, and stuff like this, laundromats, and these type of places are still not open yet. Okay. So other than that, they are open. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Tell everyone what time in the morning it is over there in Malaysia, Kevin.
What time? It's currently 4 a.m. in Malaysia. 4 a.m.
Guys, if Kevin can do it, I don't care where you are in the world, you lot can do it. Come on. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna leave a link in the description. We've got one place. Pilot Vince. Why don't you get your ass on, Vince? Don't be shy.
Malaysia is beautiful, man.
Introduce my other guest. You might have seen him before. Simpy. How you doing?
You're right. You're right, everyone in the chat.
Simpy, where did you get that name? Where did you get that name, bruv? It's like Wimpy's competition. And they could cook their burgers a lot quicker.
Well, it's based. My second name's Simpson, so
okay,
a shortened and more easy to say name. That's pretty much it.
Well, that's pretty boring. I was expecting something really funny there.
Yeah, there's nothing spectacular about it.
We've got a gal with us, the kid.
How's it going, guys?
Yeah, there we go.
Good. What up to everyone in the comments?
And we've got the senior citizen, the grandfather of the channel, but he's not actually a grandfather. Have you got your grandkids, Melvin, by the way?
Yeah, got two.
What? Speaking of grandmothers and grandfathers, my grandmother and grandfather are a funny couple. My nan always forgets my name, but other than that, sex is good.
Anyways, it's past 9 o'clock. We're all right.
My granddad actually. My granddad's actually famous. He went down in history once, and he fingered a bird in sociology. But I won't say no more of these jokes.
No, please, no. Please.
Oh man.
Jesus Christ.
Oh man.
So what you guys been doing since lockdown? You've been doing your exercise?
Yeah.
You've been doing your yoga on the beach, Kev?
Definitely not doing my trim though. You can see that by the side effects. So,
bro, it's a hairdresser's open down there in
No, it's due to the close proximity. So the social distancing is not being applied, so they didn't open it.
But I've been told in some countries, the hairdressers, they can still cut your hair because in some countries the arms are very, very long in certain countries.
Melvin, you might remember this, right? Back in the day, many years ago, they used to just stick a bowl on your head. Like your mum used to stick a bowl on your head.
That's right, yeah.
Just cut around your hair. Do you remember, Mel?
She did that, but she forgot to take the cornflakes out.
I have a beard trimmer. I did it myself.
Do you know what? I remember my mum, whenever I used to have a loose tooth, do you know what she used to do? She used to be a sewing machinist, right? Most Turkish women back in the day used to be sewing machinists. She used to get cotton, tie it around my tooth, put it on the door handle, my tooth would fly out. She slammed the door, my tooth would fly out. That's what she used to do. Yeah. Guys, let's talk about the Arsenal.
Yeah.
Mikel Arteta needs to raise some funds. If it was down to me, you know, I'll get those geezers who knock on the door and ask if you've got any scrap, and stick them on the back of the van. I'll stick them all on there, all 25 of them, on the back of the van. Trouble is, to get rid of rubbish, it actually costs money. You don't make money by getting rid of rubbish. You have to take it down and dump. They charge you for the weight. You know, some of our players are quite heavy, like Socrates. So, guys, and also the people in the comments, who would you get rid of and who would you keep? Do you know what? Let's start with the defence, and let's start with the goalies. You got Martinez, you got Macy, you got what's his face?
Leno. Which
one of them, do you rate, and which one of them do you don't?
I could sell Leno and Martinez, definitely. If I could get in the geezer from Sheffield United. Oh, excuse me 1 second. Hold on. That's all right. Continue. Sorry.
Dwayne Anderson, Adrian, bruv. Dwayne, jumping on the stream, mate. The link's down now. Simpy, out of our goalies, who do you rate and who do you not rate?
Well, I rate Leno. I think it's a good number one. Probably number two, like Martinez. I think his age, he should really be looking to move on to another club and be their number one instead of just being in the shadows, being the number two for Arsenal. So I think we should bring in someone a lot younger to fill in like the number two position. And also Matt Macy, he's not really getting many games, and I think he's not even that young anymore as well. I think he's like 20.
It's about 12 foot though, isn't he, Matt Macy? He's quite small goal, isn't he?
Yeah, but I'd definitely keep Leno, unless what we keep hearing like over the past year or so about him wanting to go to Germany and play for Bayern Munich, for example. So the only way that would happen is if Bayern offered a big money transfer, and that would then tempt me to let him go. But at the moment, he's doing a fantastic job as number one, I think.
Melvin, who is the tallest goalie at Arsenal?
I don't know. I think it could be Martinez, wouldn't it?
No,
is it Macy? Is he very tall?
Matt Macy is the tallest player on the team.
Yeah,
really?
Let me see.
Yeah.
The thing about Martinez is that he's played against Liverpool in the League Cup. Well, I thought he had a stinker. He really did. I thought he's not that young, as you say, but I thought a youngish keeper, number two, is his chance. And I think he failed. You can't do it on one game, but what I saw, didn't like it at all.
Just speaking of people tall and people short, I've got a mate actually. He's even shorter than me. I mean, I'm 5'6", and he's even shorter than me. He's like a dwarf. You know, he's going through a hard time at the moment. I really feel sorry for him. He finds it hard to put food on the table.
Oh dear. Stick to football. Come on.
Kevin.
Yeah.
Goalkeepers, would you Leno? Do you rate him? Is he now the best goalie in Germany, or is he not?
He's not in the level of best goal in Germany, I would say, because he's still miles behind Manuel Neuer. He's still miles behind. He's still got a lot of learning skills to take on that. And I would say Leno is still in the learning curve. He's not as good as Lemon like we had during the Invincible period. But I don't really rate Martinez because as of I've seen from him, he's young. Yeah, we can all say he's young, but he's been there for way too long. We can't say he's young for the last 10 years.
Do you know what? Who, Leno? How was Leno, by the way? Was he about 26?
Leno's 28.
28.
Yeah, 28.
This is an interesting comment by Roy King. You know what? We got some illustrious viewers watching us. We've got Roy King watching us tonight. Roy King says he'll have Torreira at United. To be honest, he says, Roy, I'll swap you for McTominay any day, mate, over Torreira. What do you guys think? McTominay or Torreira?
Whoa.
Oh, that's
Guys, let's not forget Torreira's 22.
Forget age. Forget shoe size. Forget what his haircut's like. Let's talk about just players on ability. Who's a better player, McTominay or Torreira?
Torreira is a level above McTominay. McTominay
so?
still, yeah, Torreira is a level above McTominay. You got to understand, Torreira is a Uruguayan international, played in the World Cup, played on the big stage. McTominay is still a pup. So don't put him in the same category, Sonny. You're overrating other people's players and underrating our players so much that you've put Torreira and McTominay on the same level.
McTominay had a good season, mate. McTominay had a very good season.
I'm sorry.
I tell you something, guy. McTominay and Torreira, they both give away balls easily. Because if you were to see their midfield performance, they often give away the ball. They don't really keep possession. That's the weakness of both the players, actually. So if I were to put into context, I would keep Torreira into the squad. I don't really take McTominay just because he had one good season. I don't think so. He's going to do wonders in Arsenal for one good season.
Do you know what? I've actually got a joke about giving away balls easily, but you lot don't want to hear my jokes no more. So
No, we don't.
Anyways, goalkeepers. You want me to tell
guys in the comments. Give me your answers. McTominay or Torreira? I just want to have a little poll online.
Oh man!
So if there's any
you're saying McTominay?
I'm
sorry, bro.
Let's have a little poll online. So if there's any little Polish blokes online, let me know.
Even United fans will tell you they'd rather take Torreira than McTominay. Come on.
Is it like for like, though? Is it like for like?
That's what he said.
McTominay's more of a forward.
Yeah, he's overall.
Angle, I got one for you, man. Angle, do you rate Fred from Manchester United?
Mate, you know what? I'd rather Fred Flintstone than Fred from Man United.
Guys, Fred had a big adjustment period. He's been playing a lot better recently. Let's be honest. The whole United midfield has been playing better ever since Bermudo came in.
50 million though for Fred.
Sonny, money doesn't mean nothing to Man United.
Do you know what?
Yeah,
they spent 80 million on Harry Maguire.
Yeah, Roy Keane don't like anybody. So Roy Keane saying McTominay has passion, makes him look better than what he is. Same as Guendouzi, to be fair.
Yeah.
Josie Connor, big up yourself, bro. Thanks for the donation.
So people make me laugh. So do you want to hear what I have to say about the goalkeepers, or are we moving on?
No, we're still the goalkeeper. We're still the goalkeeper, man. We're still at position 1.
Okay, I'm saying the third position of the goalkeeper, Matt Macy. That we usually leave that spot for the academy players anyway. So I would love to see one day Arthur, what's his name, Arthur Akumu, the Nigerian English kid in our academy, amazing goalkeeper. They're saying he's the next best thing. I want to see him eventually get promoted to like third string goalkeeper maybe, so we can ease him in properly. Right now, I don't know how old he is exactly right now, but he would be great to ease in. But what you have to understand is Leno's 28, Martinez is 27, and Matt Macy is 25. These guys are not super young. So it's like if we get rid of any of the backup goalkeepers, I don't really mind. But Leno, I feel like Leno is probably one of the best goalkeepers this season in the Premier League. And anyone here doubt that, I'm sorry. I don't know what to say to you.
The reason I doubt that is a couple of reasons. First of all, his distribution is poor judgment. He puts us under a lot of pressure. As shot stoppers go, he's brilliant. He's very good. I'll give you that. But what he showed against Chelsea, he missed the cross. That was Wheatabix goal in. It was poor.
And he's done that quite a few times, Melvin.
And got away with it. He got away with it for other clubs, other games. But this one, he got found out and they scored. So I've got my reservations about him. He's good. I don't mind him, but I think there's better.
But Melvin, you missed what my point was. My point was, based on this season, he's outperformed the rest of the league when it comes to goalkeeping wise. When you think of Edison, made big mistakes. When you think of Lloris, he basically got injured and dropped the ball into the goal. You got
got injured. Allison, that's why I dropped the ball.
You got Alisson basically giving the ball to Ings to score. You know what I mean? So all these other goalkeepers have made big mistakes. It's just because we're Arsenal fans and we've been to watching all these games with a microscope. We see all the negative, but we don't compare it to other teams.
Yeah, mate. To be honest with you, we can have half a daily in goal with our defenses. Our defense is that bad. Don't matter who you got in goal.
Sonny, man, come on. You know what I mean, though. You're never going to compare your players. You're always going to think as an Arsenal fan first.
Yeah.
Aidan says Leno makes a lot of mistakes. He does, you know. He does make a few mistakes.
Who doesn't?
I don't.
World-class goalkeepers make mistakes.
Gunnar address his Weet-Bix goalie. Alex Jordan, jump on if you want, Alex. I've got the link is there for you, mate.
Funny, is Leno top 5 in the league? Goalkeepers. I think he is.
That's good. That's a good point, Ricky.
Leno is top 5. Easy.
Let's
Easy,
let's name five decent goalies in the league. I think the Sheffield United one is the best goalie in the league.
Yeah, I think
Nick Pope.
Nick Pope. The Burnley goalie, I think, is decent.
That's Nick Pope.
Alan.
Yeah.
Allison.
No, the Sheffield United one. The Burnley goalie.
Nick Pope.
No, who's the Sheffield United one then?
Dean Henderson.
Henderson, yeah. I'll go for Sheffield United one. The Sheffield United Burnley one's decent. Allison's decent. Man City's goal is decent. And then you got Leno, I suppose.
Yeah,
that's Man United goalkeeper.
And De Gea.
De Gea haulers, man.
De Gea has been shocking for 2 years now. Ever since the World Cup, he's lost it.
Running out of church.
The most recent mistake of him against Everton,
Alex,
he just kicked the ball.
Question is,
Alex, the telly's on, mate. You got to turn telly then. But
he's ready to work out.
Go on. So basically, we say keep Leno, yeah.
100%.
Go on then.
We'll keep Leno. We'll keep Leno.
We say keep going. Melvin's saying sell. If we sold Leno, Melvin, how much would we get for him?
30.
That's a 10 million profit.
You'd probably get a profit balloon, yeah. We didn't pay 20 for him, did we?
Yeah, we did.
It doesn't matter what we paid for him anyway, does it? When you're selling, it doesn't matter what we bought him for. No, it might have just 5.
Who are you going to buy?
I'd like to get Dean Henderson. I'm saying if we could get Dean Henderson, I would sell Leno. If you can't get him, then I'd leave it as it is.
Engel, but don't you think that Dean Henderson from this guy from Sheffield United, he is attracted to Manchester United, right? He's a Manchester United academy graduate, right?
I think you're right. Yeah,
he's on loan to Sheffield United.
He's on loan.
One goalkeeper we did mention, which Somali Flameless just mentioned, is Kepa. You know, and he was 70 million quid. We didn't mention him.
Is that the Chelsea geezer?
Talk about a flop. They played. What happened to Sonny? Okay, guys.
Sonny,
we lost Sonny.
Alex, I think Alex has captured Sonny.
We talked about Kepa and boom, the Chelsea people got
a kidnapping going on there, boys. We've got to call the police.
I keep myself out the street.
Oh, there they go. There they go.
Miguel, get out again. I want to go on left wing.
Are you going to get kicked out again?
It's like Nooks and Cosses. I don't want to be in the middle.
No, we're up front, mate.
Alex, your camera's the wrong way around, Buff.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, guys.
Now you're right way around.
Oh, mate.
What have you been doing?
Where does he go? Oh,
you've been doing your exercise, Alex?
Oh, mate, yeah. Yeah. Took my old dog out, mate. I got a French Mastiff Cross American Staff, so.
You look like an old man on steroids, mate.
Yeah, I know. I feel it, guys. I feel it.
I'm back.
Alex, Leno, would you keep him or sell him?
Keep him.
All right. Okay. We've got to come up with as many players as we get rid of. Yeah. All right. Let's go left back. Leicester have been linked with Kieran Tierney quite heavily.
Well, you know why? Because the manager, manager. It's an obvious one to do. I could write that. Do you want me to write it? So I could do that.
It's because Chelsea's crazy and they want to pay 70 million for Chilwell. And they're saying if they get 70 million, they're like, throw 35 at Arsenal. They're going to take it in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
MX, come on, Buff. Come on the stream, Buff.
Sonny, would you take 35 for Tierney?
No, I like him.
Yeah,
I like Tierney. I think decent cost of a ball. He looks pretty decent to me.
Egel, he's the only guy that can defend, track back, and he also attacks. So that's something that I really rate in that guy. You look at the other fullback, Hector Bellerin, sucks. He should be binned in the summer. He should be binned. We never had a proper left back for ages. I think the last one we had was Ashley Cole. Ever since then, we never had a proper left back.
Who's the better left back then? Saka or Tierney?
Oh,
We've
I don't
probably
want Saka playing left back.
we've probably seen Saka more than we've seen Tierney, to be fair.
Yeah, but in Tierney's performance, we have seen the bits and pieces of him. He can cross a ball, he can defend, but Saka has been forced to be played in the left back position. So I would love to see him in the wing, in the left wing. I want to see his attacking prowess. So,
but correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
We've also seen Tierney getting caught out of position in a couple of games as well. Melvin, am I right or am I wrong?
You're right. Defensively, I haven't been convinced by him at the moment. He's a young kid. He's come from Scotland. He's got to learn a little bit. Going forward, he's fantastic. I'd like to give him a chance at left back. Hopefully, he picks up a few good habits, because I want to see on the left. I want to see in a year or two's time Tierney. I want to see Saka. I want to see Martinelli down that left-hand side. I think that'd be terrific.
Do you know what? This is one level-headed guy. Hambo Gambo. How you doing, my bro? Jump on the podcast if you want, bro. Good to see you with us. He's saying Leno has bailed out Arsenal more than defence in front of him, which is true. Once a better defence in front of Leno, it can only improve. True.
that's true.
Yeah, true.
yeah, very
Don't
good.
forget, Tierney's been playing for 6 years. He's been a professional for 6 years already.
Football Bernie, I'm not ignoring you. Can only have 6 on at once. So as soon as someone drops out, stay there. As soon as someone drops out, I'll bring you in. So let's go left back then. Alex, what are you saying on Tierney? Do we sell him, or do we sell Klasnach, or do we sell who else we got left back? Well, we had Saka, didn't we? What do we do, Alex?
Sell Kolasinac.
And how much would you get for him, Alex, down the market? How much would you get?
I'd say about 30 million, 40 million, if we can. But with how it is nowadays, you're looking at, I'd say about 20 million with how the football's going nowadays with this virus. But
I think it's the right level. Yeah, definitely, Alex. I think 20 million's about right.
Yeah, 20 million.
At the right level, I think. And that ain't bad, is it?
No,
20 million.
For Klasnach, you think we'll actually get 20 million for him?
I think we could. We might do. It's a nice
We
name,
have to
isn't
do
it?
a signing on fee and stuff like that. Yeah, I agree, because he's a free signing for us. So 20 million also makes a lot of things. Yeah.
Big up, Ryan. Actually, that brings me to a very important point. Ryan, I don't know if it's you, mate, but we've got Ryan, whose birthday is on Sunday, and his dad, Russell Brown, used to go to my school. And Ryan didn't believe his dad that he knew me. But Ryan, I'm going to do something very special for you for your birthday, bruv. I'm going to get you on a podcast with me for your 15th birthday on Sunday. So you're going to be the star of the show for your birthday. And in the future, we also do weddings, bar mitzvahs, funerals, engagements, and I'll send you all the price list. I could be like that geezer on Britain's Got Talent. You know, who's that bloke with moustache? Wagner. Would you be like Wagner?
I thought you were going to say and in deck.
I mean, like Wagner could do like, guess we'll do £50 for a birthday, £100 for a wedding. I don't, if it's an Irish wedding, it gets a bit randy. We'd make that 200.
You used to go Peckham Manor, son.
No, I used to go Woolworth.
Wolf Road.
Yeah, Woolworth School, yeah.
I used to go Peckham Manor.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So what's left back? So we're basically, Klasnach is the one who's going to get sold for 20 million, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's plan number one. Pioneer, stay there, brother. I'll get you on. Pioneer's gone again, but it should come back on Pioneer.
Yeah, what do you think about the link that we got to the guy from PSG?
Kurzawa, is it? Oh, no, mate. I don't want him near our club at all. Seriously, no.
Why do we want to buy another left back for? Why do we want to buy left back? We might as well buy 3 goalkeepers.
And
I don't know.
Kurzawa's numbers are terrible. They really are bad. His percentages are awful.
Yeah.
Right, so we switch to the right back.
Let's go to the right back then.
Right back.
Alex, sometime you out, I'm going to bring somebody else on. Who ain't had to go. Right back. Right, I think we're going to all be in agreement with this. Bellerin.
Out.
Yeah. The old thing with the old cricket.
Guys in the comments, would you keep or sell Bellerin? And the thing is, what's he worth nowadays?
35 to 40 million.
No
he's still worth-
chance.
he's still worth-
No chance.
He's
No
still
chance.
worth, Sonny, he is still worth more than 30 million. I am sorry.
No
I know
chance.
you don't like
No
him.
chance.
I know you don't like him, but he's 25 years old, Spanish player. He's played for Arsenal for how many years now? 5 years almost. This kid is no less than 30 million. No less. If Wan-Bissaka is going for 55, this guy's not going for nothing less than 30 million. Even in the cheaper market, he was worth 40 before the market crashed.
I give you the worst case scenario. We can at least get about 35 million out of him. That's the thing. 35.
We got 35
40.
million for Iwobi.
Yeah.
Bellerin's position is more than dire.
Simpy, how about you, Buff? What are you saying?
Well, I think Bellerin's probably one of the only players, well, only a bunch of a few players actually worth something. But I think after his ACL injury, I think he's just lost all his pace and his energy. I don't know if it's because he just came back. But yeah, I think we should get rid of Bellerin. But obviously, we've got Cedric, who we've not even seen put on the shirt yet, apart from his signing on videos. And Maitland-Niles has gone into the shadows. So yeah, I think we should get rid of Bellerin.
Big Red Gun is saying, can somebody explain to me how do clubs screen financial after 2 months of no football, when some of these clubs have been established for over 100 years with almost uninterrupted income? Very good point.
Can I answer that? Can I answer that?
Of course you can. You're the money man.
They do. The reason that is that whatever money they get extra every year, they spend, because the more money they get, the more the players want, the more the agents want for the players. The bigger they think they are, the clubs, they've got to keep up with the Joneses. So therefore, a club earns an extra 30, 40, 50 million one year. They don't go in their bank, they spend it, because they've got to keep up with everybody, because money is the name of the game in football.
Well, with Arsenal as well, 25% of Arsenal's income is gate receipts as well.
Yeah.
Only 25, yeah.
And a lot of that they're going to have to pay back. Apparently, we can't get Kazawa because he's dead.
Oh, come on.
Sonny's been texting you on Facebook, all sorts. How do I get on? Sonny, been texting you on Facebook. Have you, Stephen? I've noticed. Best way to get me though, Steve, is on Twitter, bruv. I'm
link. Hit the link.
Well, I'm going to put the link. I'm going to Steve.
Can I come off for 5? Can I go
Yeah,
5 or 10 minutes? Thanks a lot. I've got to do something.
Well, I'm going to put Steve. I'm going to put a link in the comments now. Click on the link, bruv.
Okay.
Right, the links in the comments, Steve.
Sonny,
Right.
can I say something about the money thing?
Go on, mate.
The reason why Arsenal is talked about so much when it comes to financial issues is because we're the first club to actually talk about it and get our players signed to a pay cut and all these things. And the reason why they keep talking about Arsenal is, one, we have a big fan base, so you get more clicks if you talk about Arsenal. 2, because we're in the media because our players agree to a pay cut. And 3, because it's just when it comes to news, only Man United and maybe Liverpool are going to get more traction than us if you put our name in the headline. So people keep talking about us because it's relevant.
Yeah.
I don't agree. I think we're skinned. Adam, welcome to the channel. I just want to highlight.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, bruv. You good?
Yeah. Hi guys.
Kanuti Okunji. Kanuti, I haven't seen you before, bruv. So welcome to the channel. I hope you subscribe. He says Kazawa is looking for the last good deal before he retires. You're right, bro. You're 100% right, bro. You're 100% right. And that's where Arsenal is. Arsenal is the last payday. They should be called the Prudential.
Juventus does that though.
Right. So basically, Bellerin gone. Maitland-Niles. Keep or sell Maitland-Niles.
Check them out. Sell them to Palace.
What do you reckon, guys?
I do rate him actually, Maitland-Niles, but I don't think so Arteta rates him. So bin him as soon as possible. That's all I could say. We can get some money out of him too. I think we can get about 15-20 million quid out of him. Because I don't think so.
No chance.
I don't think so. We can get more than 20. That's easy.
I think we'll get back 10. What do you reckon, Adam?
Well, I think Arsenal would need to get rid of the right back area, the centre half area, the midfield area.
We're talking about one position, Adam. We're talking about one position, bud. We're talking about right back.
Right back, yeah. Well, Bellerin, you'd be lucky, I reckon, to get 15 million for him. And that guy from Southampton, he's a gamble, isn't he? Whether it be 5 million or whatever. I mean, could
Adam,
like
not in half an hour, bruv. Just a quick one.
Oh,
Sorry, half an hour essay.
Sorry, mate. How about sorry, mate. How about Seamus Coleman from Everton?
Seamus Coleman is about 55 and even now. Adam, I'm relegating you for that. I'll see you on the next stream.
Oh shit!
Just want to shout out.
Sounded it.
Just want to shout out. I'm going to be Ralph Snelly, bruv. I'm going to be ruthless. 14051 La Jolla. Welcome to the channel, my friend. I hope you subscribe and join us on the chat. Because I want to keep the chat free. I want people to jump in and out. That's what it's for.
Yeah.
So the link is in the description, guys. Come and be part of the channel. So we're going Maitland Knowles out and we're going Bellerin out, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, Maitland Knowles has got USP as well.
Sheeny, turn your volume down, bruv. And we're going to go into what? Centre defence.
Oh man.
This is where the fun happens.
Yeah. Okay. Where do you want to start?
Let's start with Sheeny. Your camera's the wrong way around, brother. And also, there's volume in the background, so turn it down.
Turn on the lights.
You got to turn your volume down, bro.
Hello. Hello.
We can hear ourselves. That's it, it's done. No. I'm going to have to block you. I'm going to have to get you off because I can hear myself in the background. He's gone. He's been relegated as well. Hire and fire. Another link's going to be in the description. This is the player turnover we're going to have.
Sonny,
Sheeny, come back on the channel, my friend, when you sort your sound out.
you want to start with Socrates?
Let's start with Socrates. Good place to start.
Yeah. 31-year-old Greek international. Honestly, I think Arteta doesn't want him anymore. That's why he was playing him right back before the season was over. So I'm gonna say cut him and get that money for him if you can.
What, cut him? What's he doing? Walking through?
No,
Hackney?
I mean,
walk through Hackney in the dark.
I mean, get rid of him and get whatever you can for him.
I agree. Stephen Albon, come on, bruv. You want to get on the channel? The link is in the description, bruv. Get on. How much would we get for Socrates?
14.
It'd be in his last year of his contract.
Yeah, not much.
I don't think so. He could get much. Yeah.
CP?
Probably about 10.
Pioneer, bro, you're cheating because I know you're under 18, bruv. that's why it's coming at incognito. Pioneer, how much are we going to get for Socrates, bro?
2 million, mate.
So I think that's fair shout, you know. I think that's fair shout. Why are you in the dark, Pioneer? What are you shy? Why you got your camera on? Why you got your camera on, bro?
Oh no, I can't have it on. Not yet.
Oh, okay, cool. Right. Go on, give us Simpy, give us a price for Socrates, bro.
Well, I said 10 million originally, but then after looking at the chart and listening to you guys, it's a lot less than that. It's got to be, pretty much like Max said, probably 7 or 8 million, I guess.
Yeah, I think about that as well.
Yeah.
He's starting to pick up injuries now, and he's a bit clumsy.
Right, let's get through.
Madman though.
We're lucky if we get more than 5.
Right, let's get through these quicker. David Luiz, I think we should keep David Luiz personally.
Yeah, keep.
Joseph, we said we're going to get rid of Maitland Knowles. Pay attention, Joseph. Yellow card. Right. Are we all in agreement? We're going to keep David Luiz?
Yeah.
Yeah, we agree. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good tutor to Saliba and whoever else comes in.
Yeah,
Max King, get on the channel, my bro. Right, David Luiz, we're going to keep. He's got a good range of passing, and he's got some lovely texture in his hair, lovely volume. So let's go with Holding. Let's all wait till Bellerin, Holding, and who was the other one? Bellerin, Holding, and Tierney come back.
Jim.
Our season will totally change.
Are you still rubbing this in my face? I don't get it.
Everybody said it. Everybody said it.
Okay.
Rob Holding.
He's how old is he now? He's what? 23, 24. I still keep him. because we're not going to get our money back. You either send him on loan or you keep him. That's choice. I don't cut him. I don't sell him. I mean, I either send him on loan or keep him.
I think Rob Holding's time at Arsenal finished. What do you reckon, Pioneer? Pioneer, wake up.
I don't know. Like, he's a really good player, but I don't know if you guys can hear me.
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
But you're not speaking.
Oh, sorry. I was just saying. I thought Rob Holding, like, he had a lot of like potential and stuff, but I don't know. I just feel like he's just kind of gone off the boil a bit. So I don't know. I want to give him a chance, but I just feel like if we sold him, I wouldn't really care that much.
So basically, you think he's shit him. What do you reckon?
Yeah, when Rob came into the team, he was doing really well, and then obviously another player got a big injury, came back, had like a game or two, and then he vanished again, didn't he? And then he came back. But yeah, again, it's another player. Maybe his injury is going to set his price down, but then if we get rid of him, then who's going to be filling in the gaps, really? And it depends how much we could actually get for him, because I don't know how long is left on his contract. Or
he signed a new contract.
Alex, thanks for your time, mate. We'll see you on a longer podcast soon. For me, Rob Holding's gone, mate. He's gone.
Yeah.
What are you saying, Kevin?
I agree with Rob Holding because he has to leave. The thing is with Rob Holding is he has an upturn of season. Actually, he didn't play well, and he played well in the start of the games. Actually, he was a very commanding guy, and then when injury plagued up to him, he wasn't that consistent. He lost his pace. He lost his physicality to the game, and his tracking back was also, because I remember at one point all Arsenal fans were telling, wait until Rob Holding gets back, wait until Rob Holding gets back. And when he comes back, things went haywire. It went even worse. So that's the thing. I started to think that injuries has really caught up to him. So I'd get him out, actually.
Right. Adam Brand has come back fighting. He's come back swinging. Adam Brand is saying, well, anyone that's subscribed to the Football with Brandy, go and check out his YouTube channel. He's saying Seamus Coleman is 31 and you lot want to keep David Luiz. Well, basically, David Luiz has had a decent season, in my opinion. And we've already got one old fogey. Why bring another one? Holding's gone. Okay. Chambers, we haven't got a choice. We have to keep him. Mavropanos is just kebab me. He's gone. Who else we got? Who's that?
Jack
MS
Medley.
King, big up my bro. What's happening? You good? Speak. No, now you're the wrong way. Now you're sideways. Turn it around the other way, man. You're the other way. Turn it
You
around.
had it right the first time.
Turn it around, bruv. You had it right the first way. And again. That's it. That's the one.
Okay. There we go.
Is that better?
MX King, bruv. He was like a roller coaster, bro. He was upside down. He was flipping. That's how you treat women, innit?
You know, Joe, forgive me, yeah.
Yeah,
Like, I haven't
this
had a
is-
haircut in over a month, so forgive me.
Bro,
No,
none
you're
of us
good.
have,
You're
bruv.
good. You're good.
None
How you
of us
doing,
have.
boys?
You're looking sharp. You're looking sharp, MX King. Don't worry. Which play we up
Looking
to?
like Scotty.
Bro, centre backs, bruv.
What's the topic?
Well, the topic is basically Arteta needs to raise funds, bro. Right. So basically, in the Daily Mail today, they said he needs to cut at least 9 players. Right. So which centre backs would you chop? Who don't you fancy?
Socrates.
Go. Socrates 1.
He's got to go.
He's got to go. True.
Yeah.
Dead food.
Okay.
Who else?
Mustafi.
Good point. We've forgot about him.
I can't stand him. Mustafi's got to go.
Mustafi's got to go.
Louise is cool. But do you know what? He's not going to spend too much because he's already bought that Mari.
That's another good point. That's a good point. Bro, you know what, bro?
Hello?
Anyone who could be a man.
Yeah, we got Mari.
Listen,
We've got
David Luiz,
Saliba
right?
coming.
Listen, bro, David Luiz, bro.
You ain't really gonna get him.
MX
I don't
King.
think you're gonna get.
Yo, MX King, David Luiz, bro. Any man with hair like that who could carry their name off Luiz as a man, you got to keep.
Yeah.
The guy's a man. His name's Luiz. You know,
That's his last name, though.
Yeah.
He's still Luiz. Right. David, so basically, I think we're all going to be in agreement. David Luiz has gone. No, he stays.
Yeah,
Mustafi,
definitely.
Mustafi, guys, he's not our worst defender, Mustafi, you know.
No, Mustafi's
He's
actually
gotta go-
turned it around this season.
I say send him on loan to a
Okay.
team that, with an option to buy, or no,
No, get rid of him.
mandatory option to buy and a loan, because no one's gonna buy a player this summer. So if they have to go, send them on loan with the option to buy or mandatory option to buy.
Air Max has been kicked out as well because his internet's playing up.
Okay.
Right. Thanks for pushing my channel, saying, bro. Of course, with Burnley, always.
What about Zach Medley before we move on? To
Zach
Chambers.
Mendy hasn't even got a chance, has he? He's doing nappies.
Okay, Chambers.
Well, we've got about Murray as well.
Oh,
We've
we're
got two-
keeping him.
We've got two simpies here. How comes?
That's me.
Is that you?
Yeah. I got on another screen the chat open.
See,
Melvin's back.
Um,
Back here again.
Melvin,
Money
give
man
us
back.
your centre backs, buff, and then we'll finish the centre backs.
I'd get rid of Holding. I know we can't get rid of Chambers, but if it's fit, I'd get rid of him. I'd only keep Mari, Louise, and that's about it, really. Have I missed anyone out? Sell
Chambers.
the rest.
Mustafi.
I'd sell Mustafi. I'd borderline. If we get another centre half in, I'd definitely sell Mustafi. Definitely.
Basically, 14051 Hoyer is trolling. He said we need Emery. Basically, I'll test coronavirus potions on him. Till we get a cure.
Midfield.
Right, midfield now. Midfield. Let's go with the fringe players first in midfield. Guendouzi, his name's been linked with a move. How much would we get for Guendouzi? One of the brightest up and coming prospects in Europe.
He's probably going to get you the most money out of every player on our team. He's worth 60 million.
No chance. No chance.
Nah.
I don't know.
Maybe
I don't know
like 30.
where. I don't know where you guys have been, but last year he finished third in the Young Player Award behind Mbappe. Behind what do you call it? Who is it against? I forget. But forget it. Forget about what I'm talking about. I think he finished
Sancho
top 10.
and,
Not
yeah.
third. He finished like top 10 with all these big time players, and these guys are going for 150 million, 200 million. So this guy's worth minimum between 55 to 60 million.
You know something, Sonny? Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? If he was playing for another club, Kid, would you buy him for 60 million if he was playing for someone else?
If he was playing in France right now and he was in
No. If he was playing for another team, irrespective of where he was playing in Europe, would you say, you know what, Guendouzi, I want to pay 60 million for him because I think he's worth it? Would you do that?
Okay. I think if a club were looking to build for the future, this is the kind of signing they would make.
Liam talks football. Liam, you talk bullshit. No, I'm just joking. Liam, I put the link in the description, bro. In the comments. Come on, because I want you to explain to me, mate. What have you seen in Pablo Mari to say he's going to be a good partnership with Saliba, which probably is going to be our centre-back partnership next season. So, and also he says keep Guendouzi. So I want you to explain to me what is it you like about Guendouzi as well.
I like that kid. He's amazing, in my opinion. And he's 21 years old. He just turned 21, actually. His birthday was like 14 days ago. I don't know. Does anyone not like him here?
What, Guendouzi?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's all right. He's all right as a squad player at the moment.
He's a good utility player. Yeah.
Exactly. He wouldn't get in my first 11 if we had the team that I want to buy. No, he wouldn't be in it. But he'd be a good squad player. In a year or two's time, he could be a number one, mark his position down as a first teamer. But I don't think it's a first team at the moment. And we haven't got a particularly good midfield, and he can't play every game in that. So that's where I think he is at the moment.
He's fallen out of favour with Arteta as well, isn't he?
Arteta, yeah, he had the bust up,
yeah.
I think Arteta asked him to get a haircut, so that's why.
YouTuber just told me I can't put a link in the comments.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
So whoever's in are in. Yes, he has huge potential, but in his climate, he's not worth 60 million. No, he's not.
Half of that.
I reckon 40 at most.
The funny thing is, PSG came in last year with a 50 million bid for him. So that was something funny, though. 50 million for Matthew Guendouzi last year. Jesus.
Alex Warden
You see what I'm talking about?
Alex Warden is a big advocate of Lewis Dunk. He calls out Lewis Dunk all the time. So Guendouzi, all right, let's have a vote on Guendouzi. Melvin, I want you to chair the vote, mate. Right, you can't.
I'll share it. I'm a casting
vote.
You carry on. Right. Who thinks we ought to keep him first of all? Out of you lot?
Yeah.
Yeah. Keeping.
Yeah.
3
keeping.
Yeah, just like a keep. Right, we're a keep. We're all a keep. I would sell him if someone gave over 40 million for him. 40, 35, 40, they can have him, I'm afraid. That's where I stand.
40 million. 40 million would be a good price for him, I think.
But guys, how are we going to find
definitely.
do you think you find a young player at that?
Everyone in the comments, Ryan as well. Ryan's saying keep Guendouzi as well. A lot of Guendouzi fans.
I think when Guendouzi, we
Carol
don't
put it down as well.
think he's the next best thing in the world, but at the same time, he's a good player for our future. If we get rid of Guendouzi, it's more painful for us in the long run than it would be if we got rid of some of these other players that people love.
Pioneer, what do you reckon about Guendouzi, mate?
I think he's needed.
Sorry, guys. Yeah, I think he's good, but he just needs like time. I don't know. He's like when you see him on the ball, he's not like composed. I don't know if anyone sees that as well. Like he seems like a bit erratic with the way that he plays.
I mean, for me, he holds onto the ball too long. He runs in one direction, which is diagonal most of the time. He's like a car where the tracker's gone. You know, where the steering wheel just goes to one side. And then he's only decent for 45 minutes in the game, like the rest of the Arsenal team. But then again against Tottenham, he took the game by the scruff of the neck, and against Villa, you know.
Yeah.
Villa was his best performance.
I just got to get the door.
Honestly.
Ego.
What's the final verdict on Guendouzi, guys?
Keep.
Yeah, keep him.
Yeah.
Eggle, if I'm not mistaken, does Donny van de Beek play the similar position as Matthew Guendouzi?
Lift some weights.
No, he doesn't. Van de Beek, I would say he's more of a forward playing 8, where Guendouzi is more of a deep line playing.
A deep line playmaker, right? Matthew Guendouzi.
I would say Guendouzi is more of a deep line or box to box, where Van de Beek is more of a forward, more of a playmaker forward kind of.
So one is a 10, another is a 8, right? Around there.
Yeah, I would say Guendouzi is more of a I would say Guendouzi is more of a deeper, like a 6'8", where the other guy's an 8'10". More like a David Silva.
So what are you talking about? His dress size?
No, we're not talking about Guendouzi. We're comparing Guendouzi to another player that we might like.
Well, basically, Guendouzi is not box to box. If he is box to box, he's a box to box who can't score goals. So we don't want him. If you're going to be a box to box, you need to chip him. You need to chip him with 10 goals a season.
He should have scored against United.
Melvin, right or wrong, mate?
100%. Yeah, he doesn't get enough goals. Doesn't get forward enough. No, not for me. They're using him as more of a defensive midfielder, and he's not really that either. I think he's got to find his position.
Mate, I can't see the difference between him and Elneny other than the skin colour.
Oh, Jesus.
We don't have no one that scores goals like Diaby and Fabregas and these kind of guys anymore. It's kind of sad.
So what we said, I think we've been outvoted, Melvin. I think we've
really,
we've been outvoted. I think it's 4 against 2.
Yeah, we're keeping
4 against 2. But you know, me and Melvin can pull ranks. We're older, but no, it's 4 against 2. Right. So now we've got Joe Willock.
Keep.
Oh.
Some may call him Joe Pillock.
Joe Willock.
Joe Willock, don't forget he's going to be a number 10. Is he good enough to be a number 10?
He doesn't play 10, in my opinion.
It's not your
He should be a number 12.
Mikel Arteta's opinion is he's a number 10. He's a takeover.
Yeah, definitely number 12. At the moment, he's someone to bring on. He shouldn't start for us. Not good enough at the moment.
He's not fit for the first team. I think we have to loan him out.
Yeah,
that would be a bad call.
The sad thing is his brothers were better than him. You know, Joe Willock's got 2 other brothers. One's in Spain, and I don't know where the other one is.
Huddersfield.
Yeah, Huddersfield.
On loan from Benfica.
You know, we guys can keep on saying that he's too young and all this, but you just see how Saka and Martinelli adapted as if they are duck to water, you know. So they didn't take time for them, you know. They just hit the ground running. That's what we are looking for in young players, though. But certain players, they need time to nurture up. And I would say that these players would need a loan exposure, probably in a German league or a Spanish league, to just get themselves up in confidence and stuff like that.
Listen, forget his confidence, mate. We want him in the Premier League. We want him playing football, and they're not good enough for Arsenal. Squicky Ball, I haven't seen you before. Welcome to the channel. I hope you subscribe, and I hope you join us next time. Come on the podcast. I'm saying Joe Willock out, mate. And what do we get for Joe Willock? You know, I can't see any teams in the top half of the table taking Joe Willock. Can you?
We get 10 for him. 10.
Listen,
10's the right price.
we're not going to sell him for 10 million. Realistically, Melvin, we just got him to sign a new contract like last year. Well, at best, maybe loan him out. But don't forget, bring you back to the Newcastle game, the first game of the season, Newcastle game. He started. We were all shocked that he started, and he did quite well in that game. He's not consistent because he's not a full developed player yet. But give players some time. Don't just bin everybody out.
Again, maybe he's not consistent because he's shit.
But Sonny, not everyone's consistent at the age of whatever he is. How old is he?
When's he had a good game, bro? When has he had a good game?
The first game of the season, he was amazing.
He done one tackle. He done one slide tackle in the rain. That was it.
Come on, Sonny, you're harsh, bro.
What about against Liverpool? Liverpool, he was good. He scored that.
Liverpool hammered us. We were chasing shadows.
5-5.
5-5. What that game?
Yeah.
He came on as a sub anyway.
Against the youth team. Against the youth team, and the youth team gave us a lesson.
He's 20 years old, guys. He's 20 years old.
It was a good goal.
Come on.
I'll tell you someone
you can't sell everybody.
No, but if you're talking about the midfield, there is somebody I think we ought to loan out for a few years. That's Xhaka.
Oh, that's a bit cool. You know what? Get yourself a pen and paper. I want you to write down the players we said to go at the moment. We're looking for 9.
I already know.
We're looking for 9. Shuray
we're
Samaya,
up to about 7.
Shuray Samaya, welcome to the channel. Glad you're with us. Right, Joe Willock. Right, votes, guys. Kevin.
Yeah.
What do you say? Keep or sell?
I'd loan him out.
Loan him out. Okay, so basically you're saying he's not good enough for the first team, yeah?
Yeah, he's not good for the first team.
But you keep him.
I'll keep him.
Like a spare will.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Simpy.
Yeah, I agree with Kevin. I think loan an option to buy. But just looking at the Premier League, like top half of the table, he wouldn't get in like any starting 11 or any bench. So perhaps even like a championship team would be best suited. He needs to bulk up a bit, really.
CFM Benny Craven, big up yourself, brother. It looks like you're a Leeds fan. You know what? Leeds would be good for the Premier League. Big club, they deserve to be there. And do you know what? Leeds taught us a lesson in football in the FA Cup in the first half.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
taught us a proper lesson in football. Thanks for watching, bruv. Roy Keane, spot on, bruv. Sunny spot on. His standards are higher and rightly so. Exactly. Miguel just wants to run a nursery and just hope these players become better later on. So which player won? Joe Willock. Go on. Kevin said loan. Miguel's saying keep. What are you saying, Pioneer?
Yeah, I think we should keep Willock. I think he is talented, but he just needs time, like every other youngster. Like we need to bed him in slowly. Like you can't just throw him into the first team and expect like goals to come in or whatever. Like he needs time. Like you can't put all that pressure on a young player. So yeah, I'd keep him.
What were you saying? Question for the panel. Do you guys think Emil Smith-Rowe has what it takes to take over from Ozil in the future? Maybe on Fortnite, but no chance. What do you think, Melvin?
I think he has. You know, I mean, at least they'll play a few away games. Emil Smith-Rowe might play a few in the rain. He might play, but no, I think he has. He's got some nice touches. I think he's forward thinking. When he gets the ball, his first idea is to go forward. Got a nice touch, good control. He's got to make a step up. I agree, but he's evidently doing very well at Huddersfield. You know, he's doing well there, and I think that if he comes in the Premiership, a year older, with experience, he might. I don't say take over for him, be as good as him straight away. When Ozil was decent, he could definitely be an addition to the first team. Yeah, I think he could do it. He's the one I think we've got to watch.
very lightweight for me. Gal, what are you saying?
Emil Smith Rowe.
Mm-hmm.
I think he has a good future. He's going to be one of those players who have to definitely bulk up and get their man body. But as of right now, I don't think he's ready. But I would love to see him maybe get another season on loan, bulk up, get ready, so we can bring him back like what Chelsea did with Mason Mount, where when he's fully ready, he can come right back in and slot into the team and take a position, maybe not starting, but
Gal, keep it short like me, bud. Keep it short.
I got you.
Simpy, keep or sell Emil Smith Rowe?
I'd keep him, but like Gal said, like how many times are we going to have to put him out on loan for him to get the experience and bulk up a bit? But yeah, I agree like with what Melvin said about him doing really well at Huddersfield, and also he's had to play against the likes of Stoke 2 times a season. Which
keep it short. Keep it short.
Keep
him.
Yeah, I'd keep him. Man.
Right, okay.
I'd keep him.
Pioneer.
Yeah, I'd keep Emil Smith Rowe. Yeah.
It looks like being outvoted. Which brings me, Robin. That brings me nicely on to a mill joke, which I'm gonna tell you, right? Melvin, your sound is echoing, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Right, I know what I'll do. Hold on.
Went to Swingers Club the other day. Right? Went to Swingers Club the other day. £15. I saw the bloke at the door. £15 to get in. He said you could pay £20 and have a meal. A weird naked bloke come up to me. He said, my name's Emil. that's my meal joke.
That was more dead than the team, bro.
Right. Who we got next? Emil Smith Rowe. We've done him. Who we got next?
Are we gonna buy what's his name? Danny Ceballos.
Well, we got Zane. We got Zane in the house. Sunny research suggests Arsenal generated nearly a quarter of their total income from match days last season. That's right, 25%, making them vulnerable financially. Maybe Kroenke will sell. You know what, Zane? What Arsenal need, mate, is you. Because big up with the super chats, bruv. You're keeping this channel afloat.
Yeah, Zane's the realest.
Arsenal in trouble.
Big up, Zane.
Badly. Arsenal in trouble. Zane supports the channel, so I appreciate it, Zane. I might even name the channel after you one day. So who are we on?
Ceballos.
Ceballos is gone. He said he don't want to stay.
Okay, everyone agrees.
And Arsenal can't afford him.
Torreira,
right? Okay, Torreira, homesick Torreira. Egal, go on. You first.
If he wants to leave, sell him. But if he doesn't want to leave and he wants to buckle down, he's one of our only decent midfield options. So I would keep him.
I'd sell him. Sorry. You don't want to play. You'll have any excuse not to have a good game.
I don't think he's good enough.
Exactly. I'd sell him. End of.
When he's, you know what, he could get in the tackles, but his distribution is awful. What Pioneer? What are you saying?
I'd keep him just because I don't think there's anyone else good out there that we can actually get.
What, in the whole of the world, mate?
No, just someone who wants to come to Arsenal. I don't think realistically we're going to attract any top midfielder.
What sort of money could we get through?
For Torreira, I'd say about max 35.
Won't get that. I don't think you get that.
Keep underselling him. Don't worry.
Underselling him. Again, don't get so upset, bro. It's just conversation.
35 is a lot.
No, but Melvin, immediately when he said 35, Melvin said no.
I don't think you get like that for him. You'll be lucky to get 25 for him.
But yeah, Melvin, this is the same guy who, before coronavirus went through, his transfer radar was saying he was worth 46 million.
No, definitely not.
It's the biggest. No. Before coronavirus, I can walk around the shops.
Oh man. Okay. What about the other two boys? What do you guys think about Torreira?
Well, Torreira, great player, lots of passion, but then yeah, like all the reports coming up saying like he misses Italy, he misses the weather, misses his family over there. But I said it on the £200 million video you did last week. I mentioned he's got like all the great attributes, but it's just one thing I just lack is his height. For like all the time, his height's the one thing that lets him down, and obviously he's quite a bit slow. But
is that a pun? His height lets him down.
no, but there you go.
You know what? Pavarotti got passion, but I don't want him in Arsenal's midfield.
He gives away the ball too much, actually, I would say. He gives away the ball too much, and I would actually get rid of him. I can see about 25 to 30 million at least for him, though.
Big up Kieran in the house. KS1 TV, go subscribe to him. And also his excellent transfer
Big
show.
up Kieran.
Yeah, Kieran.
KS1.
Right, who else we got? So we just done what did we just do?
Torreira.
So basically we're keeping on selling.
Keep.
I'd sell him.
Sell him.
I'll sell him.
I'll keep.
I'd sell and then use the money towards party.
Right, that's it. It's gone. It's gone. It's been chopped. It's dog food.
Yeah.
Who's next? Granite. Captain Marvel Xhaka.
Oh.
Kurt Fletcher. It's just paper talk, my bro. You look like Eddie Murphy sitting on that car in Beverly Hills Cop. Forced to sell 9 players. Yeah, it's just paper talk. Basically, who else? Granit Xhaka. For me, sell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think no one's going to disagree with you on that.
Right, Xhaka's gone. Xhaka's gone.
Xhaka out.
Easiest
Yeah.
one.
Xhaka, you can be sitting next to you in the car, and then you just open the car door and just push him out like that. You undo seatbelt.
It goes to show you the players that played probably the most games in the midfield, we just shipped them out right away.
Yeah.
And funnily enough, our midfield was shocking last year. That tells you something.
Exactly.
But now we're left with only Joe Willock and Guendouzi.
Wait, what's this man going to say? What is this man going to say? Who's he going to keep and who's he going to sell?
Done. You're done.
Raul, what are you going to do?
Raul.
This is the man who don't let players run into the last 2 years of their contracts, but he does. Right, Beatbox Dre Beats has come out. Keep Xhaka for his leadership qualities. He's one of the 2 copies once.
He's drunk, right?
Big up yourself, Beatbox B Drake. Right, who we got next? Right, basically, Lee Fell, you had to clip right there, bruv. Let's go. Xhaka's gone. Right, who's next to him in midfield? We've done them, haven't we?
I think we've done them, yeah.
Are we counting Ozil as a midfielder?
Ozil.
You know what? Let's count Ozil. He ain't going nowhere. So whatever we think, he ain't going nowhere. He said he ain't going.
You've got to keep him anyway. You've got to keep him because he's going to have a statue outside the ground next year, isn't he?
He is a statue outside the ground.
The statue on the pitch.
No, man, I genuinely thought you were going to bring a serious point.
That
No,
guy's
not
been
really,
in
not
lockdown for the last 5 years.
Yeah. You know what? They're showing all the old football games on the television now, aren't they? And they showed us the Aston Villa game when beaten 4-0 in the cup final. He looks superb. He absolutely looks superb. It's what a shame.
Oh, El Neni.
What a shame.
I'm keeping El Neni.
Right, El Neni.
What?
El Neni and Mkhitaryan you can have as a package.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I'm keeping El Neni. I'm shipping out Mkhitaryan.
You know something, guys? We bought the wrong Egyptian. Instead of Salah, we bought El Neni. So I'm binning him out.
Yeah, both have to go.
Rama, that's good. That's a good shout, Rama. Very good shout. Sonny, did you hear Ozil link with Fenerbahce? Don't you know how the Celtics will afford him? They can't afford him, bro. That's the problem. They can't afford him.
Yeah, they can't. He's gonna have to go there and get 60K a week next year or something.
It's his dream, though. Yeah, he wants to play for Fenerbahce. Send him off.
You actually believe that's his dream?
It's not his dream because he has to take a 300 grand cut a week, is it?
Well, guys, what about El Neni?
It's a nightmare.
Everyone wanted him gone.
Gilberto said to him, I said El Neni was the next Patrick Vieira.
He said he wasn't given a proper chance, and he said the only person in the Arsenal squad that has similar qualities to Patrick Vieira is El Neni.
Who said that, kid? Who said that?
what do you call it? Gilberto Silva said the only person who has those kind of qualities that Vieira had was El Neni in the squad that we have now.
Really, I'm surprised.
No, really?
I'm surprised.
Crazy, right?
I think it's crazy. Yeah.
Those remarks came out of nowhere.
I need to go, you know, for keep pressing the wrong button. Sonny, I want to kiss your beautiful bald head. Oh, Driller. But you know what? Everyone's got a price.
So Mkhitaryan's gone, right?
Looks like Shimpi's gone as well.
Is El Neni gone?
Like, you had 3 seconds to get back into your chair and you just made it. El
So is
Neni's
El
gone.
Neni
El Neni's gone. El Neni's gone.
Was so far we have Torreira, Xhaka, Holding, Bellerin, Said Kolasinac, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, Socrates, El Neni, and Mkhitaryan.
Okay. Right.
I've got 11 so far. 11 that we've agreed on.
I think we're being generous.
I have 10.
One. I'll tell you who we haven't done. Or I've put down. You haven't. Mkhitaryan. Was it? No, Nika with the centre forward. What's his name? Who's the centre forward we got? The young kid.
When it comes to centre forward.
Oh, Pablo Mari.
No.
When it comes to the forwards, yeah. We'll look them up at the end.
All right.
Right. Let's go to the forward positions.
Right.
All right. Let's go Nicolas Pepe. Everyone in the comments, Nicolas Pepe, would you keep him or sell him? What would we get from Nicolas Pepe now? What's Nicolas Pepe worth now? Is his fee gone up or down?
I think we'd keep him because I think we'll only get $2 million a year for him.
Saying, did you hear we might play in Australia? Apparently, they want all the teams to play on neutral grounds now, and Brighton not accepting it because they want home advantage.
Yeah.
Thanks for the super chat, Zane. So we got Pepe, boys. Keep Pepe one more year, big boys.
Yeah, I agree.
I
agree with that. Definitely.
You know what? I'll give him a year as well, mate.
Yeah.
Lundbergkamp saying keep. Lundbergkamp, are you on monitor duty? I think you are, aren't you? Yeah. Stuart Woods, speaking of replays, in 1979 FA Cup final versus Manchester United, it was on ITV Saturday at 5 p.m. The 1979 FA Cup final wasn't a replay.
No, it's the replay. The game was being replayed on television, not the game, not the match.
I was about to say. That was a bloody good game, last 5 minutes of that game.
That was the Brady. That was the Brady Cup final, wasn't it?
Yep.
I was there. Yeah, I went. Yeah, we won that 3-2. Oh, don't you know about that game? It's a classic,
mate. If there's one Arsenal Cup final you want to watch, it's that one. Especially Arsenal 2-0 up. You're not 3 goals from who scored the first goal? Was it?
First goal was it was either David Price or Talk.
They both kicked it once. Yeah, David Price got the first goal, and Stapleton got
second one was Stapleton header.
Glancing header.
From a Brady cross.
Then United scored 2, and then
in the last 5 minutes.
Last 5 minutes, Brady took on 3 people, beat 3 people. I remember the commentary. I had the record of it. I had a record in them days. We used to play the game on the record. Right?
What was the commentary?
Beats McElroy once, beat McElroy twice. It was something, right? Anyway, Lynn Brady beat 3 players. Passed it out to Graham Ricks, right? This is the last minute of the game. Graham Ricks left foot and Sunderland met it, and it was classic. It was brilliant.
That was a minute after United scored the equaliser.
That's right, yeah.
All the money would have gone on United winning then. We were finished, weren't we? For Brady.
What's that, Kirk? It all comes on the channel, mate. It's all be on the channel.
Oh, I think it means the replay.
Oh, the replay. No, we're not allowed copyright, bruv.
Yeah.
Sonny, would you take Jewel back and sell the French down Ben? I won't take Jewel back, even to dress up as Gunsaurus, mate. So Pepe, we're keeping, yeah?
Yeah, we're keeping.
Yeah, we're keeping. Yeah,
for another year at least.
Yeah.
Do a watch along with a fight. That's a good idea, Kirk, spot on, mate. Brilliant idea, mate. Brilliant idea. When's that game on? We're gonna do a watch along that game, yeah, for the 79 Cup final.
Isn't it on tonight?
When's it on? Kirk, we're gonna do that. We can do that, yeah. Kirk, we're gonna do that, bruv. Cal said, even when Arsenal get it right, the board get it wrong. I believe 100%. Right, Pepe we're keeping. Right, Reece Nelson.
Slam. Who? Nelson? I'll keep Nelson.
I'm keeping Nelson. I'm sorry. No one can tell me otherwise.
Why? Why can't we?
Because the kid just signed a new contract. He's the future.
Sign a new contract. That means staying there.
One, he's a cheap option. I'd rather have him than a Willian or what do you call it? A Ryan Fraser coming in. He's versatile. He can play on both wings. And he's only 20 years old. This kid was a wonder kid at the age of 16. We can't just bin off everybody that we don't like. We have to be realistic here. These are the kind of players that we need to keep and develop them. They can become into world beaters.
What is a wonder kid, bro? Do they fly? What do they do? What is a wonder kid? What has he done, bro? What has he done to be a wonder kid, bro?
What he did in Germany last season.
What did he do? He's got 5 goals, and then he had a shit attitude, and he didn't get into the team again for the rest of the season. He didn't do well in Germany. He didn't do well in Germany, bro.
Bro, if this guy went to Dortmund tomorrow, people would be talking about him as the next Jadon Sancho. You guys, just Arsenal fans, we're too pessimistic.
He won't go to Dortmund tomorrow because Dortmund won't want him.
Okay, but then they'll take the younger version of him, Saka, in a heartbeat.
Guys, give us a vote on Nelson. Would you keep him or sell him? And what would he be worth as well? Again, what's Nelson worth?
Sadly, I don't actually know because what is he? 20 years old. He hasn't played much, so I'd probably say he'd go for around 25.
Do you know what? Couldn't say if you're likening Nelson to Rio Miyachi, bruv. Boy, you just got one disregard for him. I'm telling you. Sonny, do you think it's a shame Rocastle didn't stay when Wenger came?
It was years at least. That was
a different time. That was a different time.
He done his knee and he had a bad knee.
Yeah, done his knee and he was declining.
Sonny, would you bin him off though?
Who
Nelson.
Mate, you know what? I was expecting big things of Nelson under Wenger, and he's disappointed me badly. Everyone is disappointed me the most.
What do you mean?
He hasn't done nothing. He hasn't cemented his place, and if you ain't cemented your place, then basically you're not good enough.
Sonny, in your mind, nobody's good enough. What am I going to do?
Well, if they was good enough, Miguel, they wouldn't be sitting in ninth place, would they? That's the whole point. God. If they were good enough, they wouldn't be in ninth place, mate.
Okay, realistically speaking, we know we can't sell the whole entire team. But Reece Nelson, to me, cannot be one of those players you put on the chopping block.
We're saying who would we sell?
And you're saying you'd sell Reece Nelson?
I said them all, mate. I said all 25 of them. All 25 of them. I'll sack Raul. I'll sack what's the name? All of them. The whole lot of them. Every one of them. See you later. Get lost. They're an underperforming team. They're an underperforming club. I've got no time for none of them. Get rid of big red gun.
I get that. Wow, you're harsh, man.
It's got to be harsh. I want Arsenal to be challenging for the league and winning leagues. I
know, but look, you have to understand. There's growing pains with bringing in young players. Breeding in young players there's growing pains.
He's not young, bro. He's 20. He's 20, bro. He's not young. 20 is not young.
He's
football is not young.
And people call 24-year-olds young. What are you talking about?
He's not young. Of course he's not young.
Footballing terms, he's still 4 years from being considered not young.
Well, they come to Arsenal 4 years later then. Don't just piss off now. We don't want him there.
Then what's the point of using the academy if you're just going to cuss them out?
What academy? The academy at Fame is better than Arsenal.
Who?
The Fame Academy, when they're dancing in the street with the music. You're probably too young for it.
Yeah, Sonny, because there's no pressure in Feyenoord compared to Arsenal.
No, it's Fame. Fame is a dancing show. Oh, Fame Academy of Dance.
I thought you said Feyenoord, the Turkish team.
Mate, you're saying he's 20, right? Jadon Sancho's the same age, mate.
Yeah, and look at the amount of praise he was getting when he was in Germany.
Jadon Sancho was also getting praise at Manchester City.
He never got one game. He never got one game.
Fighting to keep him. Only because their squad was so good. Guys, what would you do with Nelson? What would you not do with Nelson? What would you do?
I would keep him. I think there's an outside chance he could make it. I don't think he's as good as what kids said. I don't think he's as bad as what you say, Sonny. I think there's a chance if his attitude's a bit like Nelson. Miles Nathan. I think they're similar. They don't seem to have the hunger. And I think if that changes, I think the manager get on his case. I think there's a footballer in there. I really do. There's
Right.
a decent footballer in there.
How much better has Pepe been than Nelson?
Difficult to say. I think Pepe has been better than Nelson.
Yeah, but how much better?
Hasn't
Not-
Pepe had more playing time?
Much
No,
more.
just saying, how much better has he been? Has he been a lot better? Is Pepe
Possibly,
that much
yeah,
of a
I think he
better?
has.
Is he that much of a better player than Nelson? That's what I'm asking, really.
At the moment, yeah, I think he is. Yeah. He's made a lot of goals for us, a reasonable amount, and he scored a couple. I think his performance hasn't been that great because he doesn't know when to give the ball. He's, he goes past the first play and then he loses it. But as far as assists and goals, he's done okay.
Guys, Lumbercamp, how long will he wait till these players peak?
How many goals and assists do you think Reece Nelson has this season?
3.
Combined, goals and assists?
Yeah, 3.
No,
I'm guessing.
more than that.
There's the man. There's the man himself.
He has 3 assists, 2 goals.
Hey, Steve, right. Steve, would you keep Reece Nelson, mate?
Trouble I've had.
Would you keep Reece Nelson or not?
That's a tricky one because he ain't had many games, has he?
Mate, it's not life or death. Just give us a yes or no.
I would say in the current climate, no.
Right, be cool. Okay.
We've got to move on, Sonny.
Emil Smith Rowe, Steve. Emil Smith Rowe. What did you do with him?
I saw potential in him at first, but then he went off the boil a bit.
He's like a Peter Pan of Arsenal midfield.
I wouldn't let him go.
Gus the Wind will let him go. No, he's a bit lightweight.
Drop him down into the youth a bit, and then he's not ready, Sonny. He's not ready.
He ain't ready.
Yeah.
Steve. You look like a man of mature years, right? Like us.
That's why it took me so long to get on here.
Mate, I'm
All
the
this
same as you.
technology.
Steve, how long are you prepared to wait, right? Or we ain't prepared to wait. I ain't prepared to wait for Arsenal to be challenging again. These kids have got all the time in the world, mate. We ain't.
I'm not.
We ain't no.
Sonny, a simple answer. I've waited long enough.
Exactly. All right. Okay. We've done. Well, so what we say about Nelson? Keep or sell? Igal, what are you saying?
Keep.
Steve, what are you saying, mate?
He said sell, didn't he?
No, No. We need to move on and let him go.
Me and Steve think alike. We both want to get rid of Nelson, and we both vape, right? So me and Steve think alike. I'm saying sell. Melvin, what are you saying?
Keep.
Okay. Kevin?
Keep and loan him out.
How many players are you going to loan out, bro? We're going to have no squad. You're going to loan out everybody.
But Sonny, you want to tell everybody.
What's his cash converters? Is his cash converters? Is it a pawn shop? Arsenal turned into a pawn shop?
Because if we were to have him in our squad, I don't think so Arteta really rates him because he has disciplinary issues. And that is going to be a downfall of his talent, actually.
Who does?
That's what I believe.
Who Nelson does?
Yeah, Reece Nelson.
Does he?
Arteta doesn't rate Nelson. Where have you been watching the games, brother?
Because
he literally took him under his wing and said, "Come with me, little boy. I got you." Arteta rates him highly. I'm sorry, I'm not taking that. Arteta rates him highly.
Yeah, bro. I get what you mean. I get what you mean, bro. Because I have seen Arteta playing Reece Nelson more often than Pepe. He rates him highly. Yes, I do agree on that part. But his attitude in the pitch and his disciplinary things is going to be the downfall of his talent. That's what I'm trying to say, actually.
Mate, what are we running? Are we running the Boy Scouts, the Girl Guides, or are we running a Premier League football team who needs to compete with what's name, Liverpool and Man City? Is this a Boy Scouts we're running? What are we doing? We're going to be taking them camping once a week. MX saying the things we don't want to do is sell all these youngsters and in a few years we'll turn out to be brilliant. Look at Ganabi. Do you know what? Good look at Ganabi. So what? I mean, it took Ganabi 10 more years to be decent. 10 years
not exactly 10 years. Not exactly.
What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Lay an egg and sit on it for 5 years and wait for it to hatch. See if it hatches. Or do you want to eat it? Or do you want to eat? Do you want to eat with your toast?
It took 4 years.
Who's that? Sonny, who's that you're on about? Gnabry. Look what he's doing in Germany.
He was, but how shit was he at Arsenal, though?
He wasn't shit. I don't disagree.
He weren't shit, but he weren't top class. Walcott was better than him, mate. Walcott was better than him.
Oh, I don't know.
Walcott. Oh, come on.
Don't start slagging Walcott off. Walcott got over 100.
No, I'm saying Walcott was another level. He wasn't an academy level at that time. He was already established. You can't compare an established player to Walcott.
How old was Walcott then, mate? Gnabry was 18, Walcott was 20.
What?
Yeah,
when Gnabry came in? Are you crazy, Sonny?
How
Come on.
old was
What have you been smoking, bro?
How old was he?
He was like 27.
Walcott was 27.
How old is he now?
So
He's 30. This was
how
3 years ago.
How old Walcott then? 50?
No, Walcott's about 30, 31, isn't he?
Bro,
Yeah,
what
Walcott
are
is
you on,
what?
bro?
I don't know.
What are you on? I'm so confused.
I'm on Sunny TV Arsenal. If anyone's wondering what channel they're on, they're on Sunny TV Arsenal. Right.
Tell him. The man's 31 right now. Right now.
he's 31, yeah.
When Arsenal beat
4 years
Tottenham,
ago,
when Arsenal beat
he was
Tottenham
20.
2-0, when Arsenal beat Tottenham 2-0, what year was it? Let's have a look.
It was 4 years ago, no?
It wasn't 4 years ago. It wasn't 4 years ago. It must be about 8 years ago.
Actually, it's about 30, 31, right?
I still think to this day
When Walcott done that,
I still think to this day that what knocked Walcott's confidence is when they took him to the World Cup. That clown Ericsson took him to the World Cup.
right.
He never got a game. It all started from there. I think he never regained his confidence after that.
Sonny, 2015.
5 years ago, mate. 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
5 years ago.
What
Yeah.
is that so long ago?
5 years ago. Of course, it was 5 years ago. I had
No,
5
but
years
you made
ago.
it seem like it was 8 or 10.
I had 5 years ago.
What did I say? I said 4. You said 10. So who's closer? I'm closer.
5. Well, so it's not Matt being closer. It's 5 years ago.
I know.
So
What are you
if
talking
Walcott,
about?
right? So Walcott was 26.
Yeah, and
Can
I
I
said
ask you a
27.
question?
That's 1 year
Forget
difference.
about ages. Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Sonny, was
Yes,
Walcott success at Arsenal?
Of course he was.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
You can't score
100
goals for the club, mate.
Was Walcott what at Arsenal?
He's got 100 goals for Arsenal. We can't say he wasn't a success.
How many did Giroud score for us?
He was a success as well. He was a good player for Arsenal.
78.
Is a success as well.
78. Okay, what about Adebayo? Adebayo, how many goals did he score? He was successful.
Yeah, he was successful. Van Persie.
You know what I mean? If you
No,
compare these players,
What's your point?
you guys are too harsh on these young players.
How-
Be a little bit.
Okay, how long are we going to keep these players? We need players now. We need ready-made players now. Right?
Okay, yes, but at the same time,
4
bring
years
in-
we're going to be out of Champions League. 4
listen,
years.
if you bring in a midfielder that's 27, if you bring in another guy who's 20, if you bring
We need
you
to
can't
generate
have
money, mate. We need
you
to
can't
generate
have
money.
you can't have all these signings come in
Right,
and change the team too much.
Miguel, the whole point of today is we need to generate some money. That's what we're doing. We're trying to generate money.
You're not generating shit by selling Reece Nelson. You're actually losing money.
Reece Nelson's going to be a saviour at Arsenal, is he? Reece Nelson's going to save Arsenal, is he?
You're not listening. What I'm saying is you're losing more money by selling him at the age of 20 than if you were to loan him out and maybe sell him in 2 years' time.
Mate, Newcastle on the up, Everton are on the up, Wolves on the up, right? Leicester are already up. Spurs are better than us, right? And you're talking about you want to nurture players for the next 5 years where we ain't got money to sort out the issue today.
Yeah, I don't know what to say to you.
So what would you
Sonny,
do?
there is so much dead wood in this club.
Of course there is, mate.
And there's so much dead wood in this club. It's been doing my head in for years. There's so much dead wood. There's only a handful of players that I don't even think there's a handful of players at the moment. There's just so much dead wood. It hurts me a lot.
Steve, they're not fit to wear the shirt, mate. They're not fit to
But
wear the
then
shirt.
why are we arguing over
No.
Reece Nelson? If we have so much dead wood, why are we arguing over Reece Nelson? Because he's not one of those dead wood.
He's dead wood.
He's a bright future.
Well, bright future for him because he's going to be very, very financially secure. But he's not bright future for me watching him.
Bro, make fun of Torreira, make fun of El Neni, make fun of all these
Hang
other
on a
guys.
minute, but
Reece Nelson is not on that level.
What's this Mal bonding you got with Nelson? What's that all about?
No, bro, because Arsenal fans in general, you guys are.
Right.
We have our heads screwed on wrong. We've actually
Why is
messed up
that?
our brains. This is a
Why
problem,
is that?
and I'm
Why is that?
actually starting to get mad because it doesn't
Why?
make sense no more. It
Why?
doesn't make sense. We
Tell me
are
why.
destroying our young kids, and the players that are established, we're destroying them also. We don't rate anybody in the squad.
I'm not
so
their mum.
immediately
I'm not their
we say
mum.
tell everybody.
I'm not their
That's
mum,
not
and I'm not their
realistic.
dad. Gal, I'm not their mum. I'm not their dad. I don't care if they get destroyed or not. What I do care about is 11 footballers plus the reserves who can step on that field and win proper football matches.
Okay.
Right? And we haven't got that now. So what do we do? If you're skint and a bailiff is knocking on your door, right? If you're skint and a bailiff's knocking on your door, what do? Do you sell your TV to pay the bailiff? Or what? Or do you let him kick the door in and repossess your house?
Listen,
Basically, if we got a jewel and we have to sell him, we have to sell him. Because we need money.
If you have something that increases in value, which is a young player who can develop into a great player, you don't sell him when he's worthless and he's only 20. You sell him maybe when he's 24, after he's had years of experience where he has some net value of increase.
Okay. Apart from Saka, right? Who was the last player who came through our youth team who actually done well?
Coquelin did well. He came through.
Don't tell me Coquelin, man. The last person who done well coming through our youth team was Fabregas.
He didn't even come from our youth team.
Well, we brought him into our youth team. Yeah. All right, okay. Well done, Melvin.
We sold it Wobie for a profit. That's successful. Listen, that is a definition of a successful project as an academy player.
I just heard the name Coquelin.
Go. 1 minute. Tell me one player who's come through our youth team who has made it at Arsenal. Forget what we sold him for. Who has made it at Arsenal? Homegrown.
Clichy. Wasn't Clichy?
Homegrown.
Was he not homegrown?
We bought him from a French second division team.
Homegrown.
All right, what about...
You got to give me time for this, man. I can't just think it off the top of my head.
Why not?
Would you count Wilshere as been a success or not?
No, because he didn't live up to the hypes.
Right. Not overall, no. Nor would I.
I think Jermaine Pennant, David Bentley, I think those guys were low profile.
Jermaine Pennant, David Bentley, I wouldn't even put one.
Made it in the first thing.
Yeah, you know what I say. Saying Pennant was a decent player, but Bentley, I wouldn't use him as penny for the guy.
In my opinion, the way you use your home court, or you use your academy, is the way you do what you did with Wobie. You gain success from the profit that you made off him. He was worthless. We made 36 million from him.
What are you talking about? Wobie being so shit in his position is why Arsenal's shit.
Listen, but we sold him for 36 million.
Which is why we don't qualify for the Champions League, and why we don't compete for the league, and why we're not above Spurs is because you're putting too much emphasis on shit average players.
Sonny, you asked me a question. I'm answering for you.
The
club, what they value as successful is when they make a profit or the player does something to benefit.
We're talking about on the field success. We're football supporters, right? We're not the club's accountants. It doesn't go in our pockets, yeah? But it comes out of our pockets because we watch it, whether it's on TV or we go to the games, yeah? So basically, tell me a player who has been a success on that football pitch from our academy.
Like everyone in the chat saying Ashley Cole.
How many years ago was that?
That was
Sonny, you keep raising the bar. You said name one player, and then they name it, and then you raise the bar higher.
Yeah, so I'm not raising the bar. I'm saying how many years ago was it? You're talking about this great academy we've got. Our academy hasn't been that great. Has it, Steve?
Look at Saka right now. Look at Saka right now. What are you talking about?
Jack was born up the road from where I live. He only lives. His family are 3 miles away from me. They signed him when he was seven and a half years old. Jack was there. But really, when you look at it, he had half a dozen games. So you could say, wow, he played for England and all that. But how many man of the matches did he get? How many man matches did Walcott get for all the time he was there with us?
Not many though.
We get players they don't utilise. They don't play where they are.
Another player we got who had a lot of bags of potential. Oxlade-Chamberlain. What did we do? We ruined him. We ruined him.
Yeah.
We got the transfer fee for him.
We're not talking about money, man. We're not talking about money. We're talking about what they do on the football pitch. He
played amazing for us before he got injured. Before he left.
Who did?
Oxlade-Chamberlain, the season before he left, he was integral to that team that won the FA Cup.
Where was he playing? Where was he playing the season before he left? Where was he
He
playing?
was playing on the right back,
No,
and,
yeah, he was playing
right
wing
wing
back,
back,
playing wing
and
back,
right
yeah.
attack.
He was playing wing back most of the time.
Yeah, but he was integral to that team that won the FA Cup that season.
Kieran Gibbs, do we rate him? No, we don't. We
No.
don't rate Kieran Gibbs.
So did we sell Nelson or not?
Well, we've got to vote on it. We've got to vote on it.
So there was Melvin. Did you keep?
Keeping, sorry.
Nelson.
Nelson, I keep. Yeah, I said keep. Yeah.
Kevin?
Keep.
Simpy?
I'd keep him unless we had someone else. I think Unknown Driller said it in the chat. Unless we've got someone else pushing for that position to help Pepe grow. If not, we keep him. If we do, then we loan him out somewhere to bulk up and get some experience. Because, like you're saying, his first half in Germany, he was doing really well.
7 games. Joe, if you got a rubber, what rub's say off the screen? Best use it now, mate. Because I hope you're not serious with that. Making those in the European Cup finals.
Sonny, does a Liam Brady come from the academy all the time? No, they don't. Does a Tony Adams come from the academy all the time? No, they don't. Does what do you call it? Who else is there? Does all the other legends that have come from the academy, Rocky Roadcastle, do they come from the academy all the time? No, they don't. But what I'm saying is, if they don't get given a chance, they're never going to establish that presence and that level of success.
Mate, if you're good enough, you make your own chances.
Sonny, even Martin Keown got loaned out. Some of these greatest players got loaned out.
Sold.
He got sold.
He never got loaned out. He got sold.
He got sold and brought back.
Yeah, we sold him and brought him back for a higher level. Yeah.
My point is, guys, we need to stand up and defend our young players, give them the time to encouragement to grow, and then we'll see the success after that. If we bin them off every time,
based on what, mate? Based on what? Based on what? Whoever comes to the youth team, don't mean they're going to be a success, you know.
Sonny, I'm telling you, if you don't give them an opportunity to grow, you're
Mate,
gonna regret the Gnabry. You're gonna regret the situation that happened with what's his name, the guy who's right now at Lyon. These kind of situations are gonna happen every year. We're gonna sell off young players. They're gonna become great.
I'll get your point, right? I'll get your point. If we had 9 established players, right, 5 of them were world class, then you bring some kids in. You chuck some kids in. But when all your team are kids, right? And you think they're going to be Manchester United, they're not. The Manchester United kids were levels above Arsenal's kids. Steve, what do you reckon?
No use having one or two stars like Saka and maybe Aubameyang. You got to have 6, 7, 8. You can't just have. Arteta's on about getting rid of 9. How are we going to get 9 quality players? That'll take years.
It's a fire sale to get 2 decent players in.
It shows how bad our youth system is that we've got 2 very good players. Well, only one, Saka, because Martinelli we bought. Look at when we played Liverpool. We played their youth team, not reserves, and all of their youth team looked like proper footballers.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah. The Chelsea
Are you guys serious?
In the Youth Cup, mullered us this year. Joel Campbell was better than Knowles. He was big side. He was.
Look at Ismail at AC Milan. Do you want all our young players to go to AC Milan, go to Germany, lose all these young prospects, and keep buying bullshit?
Let me give you a name. Who's that kid? Who's that kid that was really highly rated, right? And he went to Rangers.
Yeah, the guy, the midfielder.
The midfielder,
American.
Yeah. What was his name?
He was he was Zen in his name.
Zalalim something. Yeah.
He was supposed to be the next thing since Blake sliced bread, that geezer.
This one.
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah, Zalalim.
Yeah. Was supposed to be the best thing since sliced bread. What happened to him?
Ross.
Okay, let me give you some more examples. Hang on, 1 minute. Let me give you some more examples, Miguel. Let me give some more examples.
Shuba Akpan.
It was shit, man. Let me give some more examples. Arsenal's reserve team used to play in the Carabao Cup or Little's Cup or whatever they called it back in the day, right? With players like Carlos Vela, right? They look spectacular. What happened to all of them? Nothing. What happened to that team? Do you remember Carlos Vela scored that hat-trick as well? Do you remember? In a League Cup, and everyone thought that team was going to go on and be the next generation at Arsenal. Not one of them made it. Not one.
What about Wojciech Szczesny? Does he count?
He was shit man at Arsenal.
Right now he's playing for one of the top teams in the world.
Just because he's gone to Juventus, does that make him better? Just because he's gone to Juventus.
What about him playing at Roma in front of Alisson? He had Alisson on the bench, dog. Are you kidding me? Sonny, put some respect on the academy, bro. Put some respect on the academy, bro. Put some respect on the academy. No, dog. Put some respect on the academy. Arsenal's academy is one of the best academies in the freaking world. Don't freaking do this, dog.
I would not take Szczesny back at Arsenal now.
Put some respect on the academy's name.
I would not take Szczesny back at Arsenal now. Would
Bro,
you,
put some respect on the academy's name.
No.
Why do I? Give me a reason. Give me a reason to put some respect on the name.
Because, bro, you can't see. You have your glasses.
If the Arsenal academy was that good, right? Arsenal's academy was that good. These players wouldn't have to leave to be better at other places.
Listen, Arsene Wenger, even himself. I was listening to documentaries this week about 2004, 2005. This guy was constantly buying players, missing out on academy players. They would end up going to Spurs or other teams, and they'd be starters, and they'd come up right away up the ranks. Our academy has been well known for time.
Arsene Wenger was well known for blooding the younger players.
Barcelona recently bought one of our academy youngins and put them in his.
Hold it, gentlemen. Kevin, did you see what do you think of Szczesny when he was at Arsenal? What did you think of him?
Szczesny was average, I would say. He wasn't a world beater. He was just an average player.
He was worse than Fabianski.
And what about Simply? What do you think?
Completely agree with Kevin. There was a reason why he went out on loan.
Right.
Yo, you got Barcelona coming through buying our players. Look at this. You got Barcelona coming through buying our academy players.
Who are they buying?
You're saying our academy shit. Get out of here, bro.
Who are they buying?
They bought what do you call it? What's his name? Marcus McGrew. This kid is an amazing midfielder. The kid who was in those promo videos just a few years ago with Reece Nelson and all these guys. These kids have an opportunity. Give them at least 2 years. You'll see their
How
flow.
old is he? How old is he?
He's 21 right now.
So why isn't he in the first team then if he's 21, if he's that good?
Bro, at Barcelona?
No, at Arsenal.
We don't have him no more. Barcelona bought him.
Why didn't Arsenal fight to keep this geezer? Arsenal's academy is so good.
They tried.
Arsenal's academy is so good. Arsenal's academy is so good. Why didn't they fight to keep him?
They tried. Arsenal's academy is so good that a player went from the academy to AC Milan starting lineup in
AC
2 years.
AC Milan, a poor ranked team in Italy, mate.
What about Jeffrey Adelaide? What about Jeff Adelaide? He couldn't make the team with Emery, and now he's starting at Lyon.
Jeff Adelaide wasn't good enough to get into the Arsenal team, bro.
Okay, but he's starting in Lyon.
And he's still shit. He's still shit.
You need a manager.
He's still shit. Jeff Adelaide's still shit.
Right. Can we continue? Can we continue with the forward line?
Melvin, I'm mad. This guy constantly
I know you're mad. Chill out.
Yes, I do.
Not only are you mad, you're in the wrong bloody position. Look, you're taking Sonny's position.
Well, basically, Arsenal youth team is so good, right? We've got nothing to worry about. Let's not buy any players. Let's not buy them.
Let's go through what we're going to sell first. We've got a few to sell the forward line. Come on.
We don't need to buy no players.
We don't need to buy a midfielder. Guess what? We got a midfielder coming through. Azeez, Miguel Azeez. Check him out. He's a wonder kid. He's going to come through. He's going to be wonder.
When?
Maybe in a year time. Just give him a chance. Miguel Azeez. You got
in a year's time. So basically, when we're 12th next season, we'll say this Miguel Azeez is going to come through.
Sonny, what happened at Manchester United before they rebuilt? When they rebuilt in the 2000s, they put in those academy kids. They brought in older players like
that was a one-off. That was a one-off.
Like that.
One-off in history.
Melvin, if you don't give it a chance, it will never happen again. You develop these kids, give them a chance, you'll have a super team.
Mate, you know what? I could jump out of an aeroplane and think I'm going to fly it. Doesn't mean I'm going to fly it, does it? I can have a chance of flying, but I think I'm going to go and hit my head straight on the floor.
Okay, on a serious note, Sonny, you actually know what I'm talking about. You generally believe what I'm saying, but at the same time, you have your own ways.
You're missing my point, bro. You're missing my point. My point is, we need to fix this shit. today.
Okay, you can't
Yeah.
do that.
How
Rome
are we
wasn't built in a
That's
day.
what I'm asking you. So, Rome, fuck Rome. Fuck Rome. Right? Football's got fuck all to do with Rome. Right? You know, what's this Rome built in a day? Bullshit. You know, people talk about football's got nothing to do with Rome. What are we going to do today to fix this Arsenal team? So I see you saying if we had money, we could fix it overnight. Okay? You don't need Rome. You know, if you want to build Rome in a day, get enough builders. They can build Rome in a day, right? Basically, so what we're going to do to fix this Arsenal team today?
I have an answer. Buy established players to let the young players develop underneath them.
With what? With what?
What?
With what?
You buy established players that are cheaper.
With what? With what?
You don't have to spend that much money when you're buying established players.
With what money?
You're not even listening to what I said. You don't have to spend much money. You don't have to spend much money to get a Willian, to get a Ryan Fraser. So you let Saka and Nelson develop.
William. I'd rather have Will.i.am, the singer, than William.
Okay, so what the hell do you want to do? What's your answer? What's your answer?
They need to sell. They need to sell, and they need to buy some. They need to buy some decent players.
So
we need to sell 11.
What money you're going to get from selling
the players
kids?
they've got are dog shit.
What money are you going to get from selling kids?
What money are you going to say? Well, if these kids are so great, how you said they are, they're so great. Then they should be worth more than the more senior established players because they're that great.
Listen,
tell them now you're not going to get a penny more than what they are. Right
forget about the kids, the established players. We've mentioned about 9 or 10 that we could sell, and we'd get not great money, we'd get poor money, but we'd get money. And I think we haven't spoken about the forward like Lacazette. If we sell him, we get half decent money for him. With all that added together and mishmash, you might get, I don't know, 150 if we're lucky. I don't know. In this day and age, perhaps a bit more. So that with 150, you buy 3 players. You don't buy obviously 7 or 8 or 9.
But we're selling 7. We're selling 7, Melvin.
We're selling 7. Well, I've got 11 here. Anyway, I think let's go. Would you sell Lacazette?
No.
Melvin, you're selling Lacazette. 40 He's scored 40 goals in France. Yeah, you're selling Lacazette, and who going to replace him with? Nketiah, seriously?
No, I'd sell him as well.
So, but hang on, Gal won't sell Nketiah.
I won't.
He won't sell Nketiah.
No, because he didn't cost you a penny, and he's a decent backup. You don't need him as a starter right now. You have Martinelli, you have Lacazette, you have Aubameyang. As of right now, we have so many forward options.
Gal, we're talking about if Lacazette and Aubameyang go.
If they both go,
which they probably are. Who are we going to get? Lacazette for one won't get you 30 goals a season.
If they both go, listen. If both Aubameyang and Lacazette go, you need to reinvest the money into the midfield, and with the players with Nelson, Saka, Reece Nelson, Martinelli, and maybe you buy one more forward. You could survive. You could survive. But if you think what we have right now is going to survive us, it's not going to work. If we reestablish the money that we sell Aubameyang and Lacazette for back in the midfield, we can survive with what we have.
So we're going to play no strikers, yeah? We're going to play no strikers, and the midfield.
Who would you sign, Kevin? Then do you know anyone you'd like to sign who's you think's reasonable?
I try to take Orson Edward.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, because
you know
I feel he's better than Laka. I would say.
I would say that as well.
Where's that comment gone? Where's that comment gone?
I like Jonathan Davis.
Here we go.
Yeah,
bro, especially for you, my friend. Come on the podcast and tell us what your strategy is to make Arsenal great again.
There's a lot of people who agree with me with the academy premise.
So basically, right, you tell me where we're going to find 4 Lampards in the midfield to get us 100 goals.
Sonny, if you were in charge, we could have Paul Scholes, Ryan Giggs, and Beckham, and you'd never give them a chance, buddy.
What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? If they're levels above what's usually out there, of course I would. But these players that you're talking about, Reece Nelson has gone on loan. Not Reece Nelson. Smith Rowe has gone to Huddersfield, and he hasn't stood there.
He went to Huddersfield. Ask anyone who supports Huddersfield; they'll tell you he has been their best player.
Do me a favour.
I think he's done well there, Sonny. I think he's had good reports, decent reports.
Mate, is he ripped up that league?
Yes.
Has he ripped up that league?
Yes.
Has he ripped up the league, really?
Yes.
How many goals have you got?
He's won 4 man of matches.
How many goals have you got? How many goals have you got? How many assists have you got?
I'll search it for you right now, buddy.
Yeah, please.
You guys can keep talking, though.
No, we're going to wait for you. This is the important point.
Eagle loves that, man.
Steve, let's put
You
some
can count that
sentences,
on
mate.
one hand.
Steve, put some sentences, mate. Go on, educate these young kids, mate.
You have to look at. Does anyone know how much money we've got in the club? No one knows how much money we've got. How much we got.
Sam Greenwood, be ashamed. Sam Greenwood, be ashamed of yourself, mate. Seriously, be ashamed of yourself. What agenda have I got, mate? Seriously, what's my agenda? Sam Greenwood, be ashamed of yourself. That's a strike for you, Sam. What's my agenda, for God's sake? If I think the player's good, if I think the player's not good enough, I don't care if they're 20 or 40. As far as I'm concerned, I want a team what can compete to challenge and win the league. Not in 50 years' time. Not in 50 years' time. Now, while I'm still alive.
The kid is 19, Sonny. My point is, you're too harsh on these young kids, and everyone can see it.
Listen. At the end of the day, these kids are not going to save us, and they're not going to make us compete. These kids collectively, as a group, are not good enough to be good to be make an Arsenal challenge in 3 years' time.
They might have a bit. They might have a little bit of skill, a little bit of talent, but they've got no strength, no heart about them. They've got no about them.
No, exactly.
If you got a good crop of kids, and you grow them together, that is the definition of a generation-defining team. Same as how when we had Adams in that academy, they were a defining team. Because of that generation, it springboarded everything for Arsenal. It brought Arsenal up a level to what they are today, because they had a manager who was willing to give a group of academy players the opportunity to grow together. When you had the Rocky Wilcastle and Adams.
Beast Titan says, what are you asking for Messi now? Feel Sonny? Why not Beast Titan? Why not? Why can't we have the best? Why can't we have the best? What we second rate? What we second rate? What we dustbin do we? We played the highest season tickets in Europe, mate. In the world, we pay the highest season ticket price in the world. We don't eat at dustbin. Why can't we have the best?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
We've got very good, skillful youngsters, but skillful youngsters don't win premierships. Heart of Lions like Adams and Bold and Keown and Dixon and all them, and Vieiras and Petites. Every one of them players had a heart.
My brother in Vegas, JP, my brother. Big clubs sell academy players and use them to buy good proven players. JP, my brother. Do you know what, JP? I'm going to put that in stone, bruv, that statement, and I'm going to hang it outside my door. I'm going to put it in granite, mate. I'm going to put it in granite, not jack up, but in granite.
Yeah.
And that is quality ways to say. And do you know what? I'm going to end the show on that note. I'm going to end the show on that note.
Good way to end it.
You know what? Vegas Schooner, that's worth more than $6. That's worth $6 million, JP.
Sonny, I got tears. I'm welling up, Sonny. I'm welling up.
Do you know what? That statement alone reminds me of Martin Luther King.
Oh,
It reminds me of what's his name? Who's locked up for 25 years?
Mandela.
Nelson Mandela. I was going to say Sammy Nelson. Is the other Nelson, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Nelson Mandela.
So we've spoken too much about Nelson tonight.
Malcolm X.
Now there's
Malcolm X. Rocky.
Winston Churchill.
Winston Churchill. Sonny. Tony Adams.
Is McClintock fit?
Yeah.
Hey, Sally, is McClintock fit?
I think we have to get him back. We have to stick Bob Wilson in goal as well. You know what? We're going to end it there, guys. It's been a heated debate. You know what? And me and Miguel are going to have this debate again. But next time.
So how many players did we sell?
11.
Is that we got 11? How much money?
It was supposed to be 9.
Yeah, but
I missed the first part. Who did you keep? I missed the first part. Who did you keep? Saka?
Well, we can't.
At the moment, no one.
Vegas Schooner. Not Vegas Schooner. Steve, you have to go back and watch it on catch up.
You're gonna have to
I'll go back.
Not on Steve. Not on catch up, mate. Because you're gonna have a soggy telly on catch up. Sunny TV, we're out of here. Vegas Schooner, like Barack Obama has delivered a killer speech at the end. We're out of here. Do us a favour. Do us a favour. We're going to have a poll. We're going to have a poll, yeah? We're going to have a poll. Who is right and who is wrong? Out of me and Miguel, right? And we're going to have a little sportsman's poll, right? Who is right and who is wrong? Do we do what Vegas Gooner says is sell the academy players and buy some good proven players to get Arsenal back to where we should be? Or do we wait? Do we wait till there's a rainbow and these players become better? And Mary Poppins is flying around with her umbrella and everything is lovely and rosy, and we never get a day of rain again. That's what the poll's going to be. Miguel, you know what? Strong points, brother, and you know you stood your ground well. And there is. I love the argument, bro. I'll tell you something. There isn't a right answer and there isn't a wrong answer, right? To this, I'll tell you what is wrong. Stan Kroenke is wrong, and the Arsenal ball are wrong. And you know what? Yeah. This guy here, this guy, public enemy number one. Fraud Raul. It's down to you, son, to get Arsenal back again. Arsenal's knock might be a different knock, right? But at the moment, we're getting knocked out. So let's get rid of his picture. He's pissing me off. I can't even get rid of him. Yeah, get lost. Right.
I've no idea what he's doing. I've no idea what he's doing at our club, Sammy.
Mate, God knows. Do you know why? Do you know why what he's doing at our club? Because he was at Barcelona, and that's the only shit we could get from Barcelona. We always get the crap from the big clubs. Big up Miguel. Big up Simpy. Big up Kevin Mark. It must be about 5 o'clock in Malaysia now, bro. Yeah, it is. Gonna be 6. Don't bother going to bed. Don't bother going to bed. No point. Big up Steve. Big up yourself, Steve. Big up Stephen, man.
I got there in the end, Sonny.
Steve, one of my Sunny Arsenal accounts on Facebook, I've lost. I forgot the password. I can't find it. So do the one with the white background,
okay, yeah.
Not the one with the black background.
All right.
And good night to the Godfather, who's past his bedtime.
You got Melvin. Just gonna make myself a couple of Horlicks now, boys. Sorry.
Hey, Gal, tell us what's coming up with the rest of the week.
I think one of these days we're gonna look back at the Champions League run for Arsenal. We got a quiz coming soon. The quiz master Melvin in the house. Melvin, you're gonna have the quiz. Is that this week, Wednesday, or next week?
This week, isn't it, Sonny?
Yeah. So
we're gonna do it Wednesday. We're also gonna do the 1979 Cup final watch along.
Yeah.
If we get what day is, and we're gonna do a quiz with a difference, right? We're gonna do it as a strip quiz. Right, so whoever gets the question wrong has to take a layer of clothes off. No, we're not really.
Listen, everyone in the comments, don't feel sorry for me. I'm not pissed off. This is what I do. I debate, and if Sonny has a point and I feel it's bullshit, I'm gonna call him out.
Mate, you know what?
I like that, man.
You know what, Gal, I'm not always right, but 99 times out of 100 I am. Stay TV Arsenal. We're out of here, guys. Subscribe, share, like, and follow me on Twitter, unofficial Sunny1, and get on his channel. Take care, everyone.
See you guys.
See you.
See you, gentlemen. Very good. Nice to meet you, boys.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Nice chat, man.
Meet you soon. Yeah, meet you soon.
Yeah. Enjoy the rest of your day.